Howdy. So, this is the Halloween episode, so, I am currently in my costume. Kitty, can you stop playing with the strings on I got strings on my pants because they're pirate pants. I mean, I'm not a pirate on Lord Licorice, but still. Um, yeah. Lord Licorice. Alright, yeah. Kitty, with that napkin. Oh my. Oh my. I gotta tie my tassels real quick. Alright. We're actually going to be starting a special Halloween painting today because, yeah, because I said so. Alright, here it is. Yes. Oh man, my hat's not in frame. Got a little pirate hat, so. 1 second, wait. Crack open. This is my last canvas, by the way. I'm gonna have to get more. So, obviously this painting's gonna be Halloween themed. Yeah. So, drill a lot of black. There you go. Drill a lot of blacks, a lot of grays. I have no idea what I'm going to make though, so you guys could see my brainstorming session. Alright. So I'm thinking we do a bit with perspective. We have like, that's not much. Look at that idea. Make a little Halloween monster. There you go. Look at that. This is just a triangle. Yeah, I think that cut the inside of my nose, so I'm not going to be using that. We're going mustache-less. I mean, I have a mustache, but it's not a handlebar. Let's see. I probably should have removed 2 of these. What am I doing? I don't know, let's wing it. Ooh, actually I do have a really good idea. You know those like Take One bowls? You know, like the little candy bowls, the Take Ones? What if I drew a Take One monster, So let me put down a little candy bowl, or I guess this would be more of a table than a candy bowl, but add the bowl itself. It's so like, would the bowl look like? What do I want the bowl? I'm currently drawing out a little diagram for a take one, and I'm gonna add a door in the background, obviously. Yeah, yeah. So how's that looking? Well, I mean, it's completely white now, but I'm gonna make a little, like, you know, those little Halloween bowls, you know, with like a take one sign. And then I'll add a little monster in the background once I'm done. So let's go ahead and make. I want it to be brown, so I'm gonna make brown. Or at least I have a brown. It's burnt umber. I have two browns. I have burnt umber, and then I have. That's copper. That's not. Where is it? I have sienna somewhere. Here it is. I have a burnt sienna as well, which I mean it's a little less brown. I might make the legs burnt umber, and then because burnt umber is a bit dark for me. Not the biggest fan of it. I want to use this brush right here for it. I think that's a good, like, good table color, actually. I like that. Alright, then. Let me thicken up this table a little bit. It's a bit thin. I'm gonna thicken out this leg a little bit more because this one's so thick. Table. Yeah, so table. Alright, yeah, look at that. I made a little table. Let me... Yeah, but this is some absolutely amazing commentary to you guys. the fishing wire in my costume just came out of my ear, so. I'm evilly stroking my beard. Okay, last time I described something as evilly stroking. I don't know what pumpkin orange would look like, but orange red is a very nice shade of orange. I might see if I can like darken it up a little bit more though. No, not that one, definitely not that one. This one. A little bit of a flat brush right here. Oh yeah, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, the perfection. I want it to look like a plastic, like, little fake tub, you know? Something that you would see. I want it to kind of be something that you would see at, like, the door of a little, what's it called, like at a, you know, please take one, you know, as lazily set up as possible, and then I'll put some candy on it as well, maybe. I also gotta put a sign that says please take one, but that should be pretty easy. Let's see, ears. No, my head. Yeah, that's going there. We're doing red hair today. With that. I don't know how that looks, but I bet it looks really bad. Intentionally, of course. Intentionally, of course. Let's see. I want to add a few other things. Let's see. Put on my thinking mustache real quick. Oh yeah, mwahaha. God, it is really hot in the suit. Alright, let me just real quick, there you go. Alright, now. Back to painting. I do want a white sign, so I'm going to have to add a sign right here that just says please take one. I'm gonna have it hanging though. I'm gonna have it be like a hanging sign that says please take one, or a sign that's like right here somewhere where it's in view, but like, you know. That works right there. Yeah, the please take one, and then I'll wait for that to dry and add white. I don't think you can. I don't know if you guys can hear, but there's Bridgerton in the background. Why is it Taylor Swift? I've never seen the show, but like, why are they playing a Taylor Swift cover? But like old? I don't think they had Taylor Swift back in that. Or not Taylor Swift, it's a You Belong With Me by no, I actually don't know. Someone. I think it might be Taylor Swift. Yes, it's Taylor Swift. And then I want to add a door. I'm gonna make this door like burnt sienna. I'm gonna have a little doorknob. Actually, I might have it be cracked slightly. I might like little monster be peeking out and looking at them. That works. Alright, yeah, that works. I want the door to be burnt umber. I want the outside to be kind of like a pale color. Do I have any good pale colors? I don't have any good yellows to make the flesh skin tone, which is going to be a little hard, but I do have a yellow. It's just not great. How do you make yellow? I don't think you can. So I want kind of a fleshy tone on this monster. That's copper. I don't know if I should do the outside first or the inside. I'll do the door next. So it'll be the easiest. Let me drop the fishing wire. Wait, now where is it? Yep, burnt sienna. Alright, so I'm gonna use burnt sienna for this, for the door. Because I really want to. And I will. Should get some water. Oh man. Alright, I gotta go grab it. I'm back. I got my water. Bowl of water. Here, let me get a little sip. I was going to do this episode on Halloween, eating candy, but I have work, so... I know, it's really sad you guys don't get to watch me eat again. I'm just as saddened by it as you all are. Ooh, that is really bad brown. Wow, I don't like that. Rolling with it anyway. In the wise words of a very wise man, oh yeah, partner, just keep on rolling, baby. No, I'm gonna make it darker. 1 second. It's a Fred Durst reference, by the way, because Fred Durst is the best. He's not. He's really not. He's chill though, from what I've heard. Oh yeah, partner. Just keep on rolling, baby. I used way too much black. Alright. More burnt sienna. More mouse bites. More mouse bites. Let me just add a bunch of it on top because I mixed way too much black with it. I added way too much black. Alright, if that doesn't mix in, I'm just gonna, let's see. I might have to make a new pile, which would suck, but I would do it. Do it for the Vine. Am I right, homies? My fellow Vine stars from the Vine era. I like that. Not Vine. I like Vine. Vine is amazing. I still regularly, every time I see a roadwork sign, go, oh, roadwork ahead. I sure hope it does. Which is, never gets old, let me tell you. Never gets old going. You can ask my parents. They absolutely love it whenever every time I pass a roadwork sign, I go, roadwork ahead. I sure hope it does. Hope you're all enjoying this absolutely amazing commentary of the roadwork guy. And then I'm painting off screen again. Alright, so that's what the door looks like right now. I'm gonna add a little bit of water. And then I got paint on myself. Oh no. For the newspapers, I've got paint on myself. I don't think I'll ever recover. Go ahead and do this strategy because I know it dries darker. I actually do like this this color, so keep it that color. I like the color, so it's a pretty color. It is very similar to the other one, the burnt sienna. So, or not the burnt sienna, the burnt umber. I know you guys are absolutely loving this this video of someone spreading brown paint on a canvas for way too long and saying, "Oh yeah," and slowly succumbing to the madness. Yeah, that should be the episode, not Halloween episode, but man puts paint on canvas and slowly succumbs to the madness. Speaking of madness, I decided to do a faith build in Elden Ring. It's really fun. I decided to go madness though, because the holy damage does like nothing in that game. Except for the DLC, where everything wants to violently murder you, so. I might start using some holy incantations in the DLC. Let me flip this upside down. Oh yeah, I'm flipping it all around right now. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that painting. Beautiful, beautiful composition. Yes, it's not, but I'm gonna say it is to save my ego. Look at that. Beautiful colors, composition, other art buzzwords. Buzzwords. Yo, let's go.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, let's go.
What are you working on?
Painting.
Painting?
Yeah.
Where? Much appreciated. Have a nice night. Love you. Peace be red.
Yo, what's up? Peace, bro. basically a watercolor painting at this point, but I really don't mind. Water makes painting a whole lot easier. Remember, kids, drink water. Also, brushing your teeth is for losers. Do not, under any circumstances, ever brush your teeth. It is a plot by the government to make your teeth smell better. You don't need that. Kitty, please don't knock over my... You don't care. Yeah, you definitely don't care. Oh no, I might have made a little mess up there. A little bitty mess up right there. I am running out of black paint. I have black fabric paint, but it's like the worst to get out of things. I know because this had red fabric paint on it. Because there's a cane that goes with this outfit that I'm wasn't able to finish, so... Oh god, I do not have lamp black. I have lamp black, but I don't have much, so... I'm gonna have to be very conservative with it. That's nice. Yeah, I need to buy canvas anyway. I'll do that tomorrow. It's a half day at school, so be easier to go to the store. I need to find a paint shop. Because I've been getting all my stuff from like Ross and Hobby Lobby. Which Hobby Lobby is... I don't use Hobby Lobby, they're so expensive. Oh yes, look at the way that black is spreading so much better than the brown. Darker the better in my opinion. Oh, that smells nice. Alright, so... Alright, that's looking nice. That's looking nice. Looking... I need to add a doorknob. I don't want to... I want to make it like a golden doorknob. I just don't, because I just don't want to make it a golden doorknob at the same time, because it's like, you know, gold, and I hate that color. I hate working with gold. It sucks. I might also... make all the grain like going down for this. You know what? That's way too much work. I'm not gonna do it. Alright, so now that's got its own vibe, I'm gonna add, what's it called? Door stuff. Right, brace it like a door brace, which that shouldn't be too hard. Where's the white? White, oh yeah, look at that. Nice, good strong color to add as a mixing color. Same thing with black, although black is a bit too strong of a color, because you will add a very small amount and it will absolutely just overpower your pour painting. Or your pour paint, and then now you have to go and get more. Meanwhile, white is like way too docile of a color for no reason. Like, you'll add like so much white, at least in my experience, I'll add like a ridiculous amount of white and it'll still be decently dark. I don't want it that light. I do want it light, but not that light. You know, I want it a nice, like, light brown. One second, add just more burnt umber, and then we'll add a little bit of burnt umber. Stop me if you've heard this one before, but I'm gonna add a little bit of burnt umber. Here it is, here it is. Oh, I don't hate the Grinch or the Green Goblin. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, so let's show this off to the camera. This is what it looks like now. Adding a door brace to your door is very important because it adds a brace to your door. Oh no. Oh no. Some of the black paint was still wet, no. No, a tiny amount of the black paint was still wet, so now it's like, oh no. It's like overpowering my painting. Also, every good door needs hinges, so I'm going to add those. Which they will also be gold. They're not perfectly straight frames, but I mean, you know, it's an evil door. So, I don't know. It could just be an evil door being evil. That does not look good. Now for the walls. This is not meant to be a good painting, by the way. This is not my favorite of the paintings. Well, I mean, it's meant to be a good painting. All paintings are meant to be good. If you're bad at painting and you go, oh, it's actually meant to be bad because it's meant to show like where art is today as a form. It's like, okay, you are a bad artist. It's actually a critique on the state of art as it is today. It's like genuinely just the painting's really bad. I've seen a few artists like that where like they'll make a really, really bad painting and then say like, oh yeah, it's actually a critique on the way that art is today. And I'm just like, you are such a liar. It's actually good to be very deep and sophisticated critique on just how the passion is gone. It's just like, dude, you're talking out your ass. There's my good, my nice little critique on art right there. So itchy. This costume is so uncomfortable. Alright, let's see. Alright, so what paint color do I want for the walls? I want it to be like an older looking house, so I might go like, I don't know the exact type of green, but it's like an old person green, you know? I have sap green. I think sap green is actually the color, so I'm gonna make a sap green house. Because, you know, I want it to be like old person lived here. And they were venged, that it's a vengeful old man who, died because someone took more than one piece of candy, so now his spirit haunts the land. Tell that to your kids, by the way. That old man One Piece is gonna take you. If you old man One Piece is gonna turn you into candy if you don't. If you don't take exactly as many as there are on there. I once saw a dude. It was this little teenager in my little neighborhood. He went to the little take one side. He'd like took. All right, yeah. Sorry about the random jump. My my memory card ran out of It ran out of space because I forgot to delete all the other episodes. I'll go ahead and do that after this. I know what the things look like. Anyway, sap green. Anyway, a dead old guy haunting the land of Halloween or whatever. Yeah, so definitely that's what I want this to be. I want it to be like an old guy who's like. Or like an old ghost who like really hates when kids take more than one, because like that's kind of a mean thing to do, you know? And so, you know, if they take more than one, he gets really angry. This is also mostly just an excuse to use sap green, because I don't get much chances to use green in general. So, you know, sap green's always nice. It's a very tall door, anyway. Boom, look at that sap green house. The most old of the colors. Oh yeah, well now it just looks like a tree. Okay, well let me add the doorknob then. Do I have gold? I do. I have gold. Stupid. Yeah, it's way too high up, but I mean, you know what? It's a ghost lives here. That's gonna be the excuse why it's so high up. It's actually, it's a critique on the modern placement of doorknobs. I don't know how much was shown in the thing, but there's a whole bit about the artists who like don't know how to paint, saying that like It's actually just a critique on the modern state of art or something like that. It's like the dumbest thing because there are a few artists who do that. Cough, cough. I'm actually not going to say any names because most artists are very rich. So, yeah. Most artists are not only rich, they have way too much time on their hands and they're very petty, so I don't want to. Personally, if I was an artist, yeah. Personally, not if I was an artist, someone would say my art looks bad, and I'd go "Roof, sued." Not really. That'd be kind of mean. No, maybe actually maybe. Don't insult my art. You're getting sued. That's it. It's lawsuit time, baby. So let me make the little note card. In fact, this is actually meant to be a critique on the modern day showing of note cards. That's why it looks so bad. So this whole painting is actually it's a very advanced critique on just the state of Halloween. Yeah, that bit's never gonna die. Not until I get bored of it and then pretend I never did it. Oh god, I'm covered in paint. I'm covered in paint in my costume, which this was. I mean, it was an expensive fucking costume, but still, the actual official Lord Licorice costume is really expensive. It's like $80 plus shipping from China. So really All right, now for the worst part, my horrible handwriting. Which actually I could just take that as a critique of handwriting, of modern day handwriting and how something, I'm better than all of you, on so many different levels. I'm better. Alright, so now that that's done, I want to add in the little fingies. I want to add two white dots peering out. Just something subtle, but not crazy. So let me get my little fancy brush. I'll give this. I'll put the painting back when I'm done because I'm not trying to mess up the two tiny delicate dots. Yeah, I'm not trying to have everything be a critique on something. Oh no. I missed it. No. I put a giant bit of white on there. It's a critique on the it's a critique on the placement of white dots in art actually. Oh yeah, that's definitely very critical about art. This video is actually a critique on videos in general. Alright, so actually I made this little guy in a different painting of mine. I just kind of need an excuse to remake him, but he's I call him the peering guy because he peers out of corners with his gross little fingers. He just kind of sits there and goes yeah. Yeah, you guys get it. I do want to make him a different shade though, because I don't have all the proper stuff to make the exact skin color. Because you need. Trying to see if I do have that because I don't have yellow or any replacements for yellow because you need red, blue, and yellow to make the skin tone of him. So it's a little more difficult because I don't have yellow. I do have yellow. It's just really liquidy. Alright, get ready for some non-solid action real quick. Oh yeah, I'm totally not solid right now. Alright, so What is an area without paint? Right here. Alright, so bit of blue, bit of yellow, a bit of red. Rick. Put a lot of white on it because I remember there being a lot of white for skin color because it turns brown, but a very particular brown. You can also make purple from this, so, you know. Oh, that is fabric paint. Oh, God. That is fabric paint. Jesus. Because now I've made a darker complexion of skin color. It's more purple palish, you know, which I want it to be much more white. Or not white, I want it to be much more like pale complexion, so. It's actually a critique on the shades of white in art. Well, I mean, I made it pale, but I could add a little more yellow, because this is a bit... Well, it definitely doesn't look human, because I'm not trying to make it look human. I draw my humans as, like, little black figures. Everything that I don't consider human, except for the one painting of myself because I needed to paint human features, so obviously I tend to draw as completely like a black silhouette because I don't like drawing human features. So if I ever make a career out of art and I try to say some like pretentious like it's actually because of because of the state of the world today and that all humans, no, it's just because I absolutely suck at drawing human features and I need an excuse not to. Alright, let me draw his little fingies. Let me draw his little fingies. I'm gonna have them be on both sides, obviously. They're very long and thin fingers. And he has 4 on each hand, so I actually might draw his arm. And he's like pointing to the sign, like, man, alright then. That's like a really bad finger. Oh god, it's so like, alright, no, never mind, scratch the pointing to the thing, that looks really bad. Alright, so his fingers are very like thin and lanky, so he's got 3 on one hand, 4 on the other. Although I am using a very different skin tone for him, so I don't mind getting a little bit more creative with it. There's a fly. Actually, the way I draw people is a critique on the modern people of the world. Ignore my statement where I just said it's a straight up lie. I just don't like I don't like drawing people. I love drawing people. Modern people. It's not really a statement. It's holding up a mirror to our society as a whole. You know, just like, yeah, you guys get it. I'm totally like a genius. I've wasted so much fabric paint. I mean, I don't use fabric paint anyway, but it's like, you know. Which, I'm not gonna do the whole thing, because normally he has, like, hands. Normally he has, like, actual, like, you know, hands. I'm instead just going to paint his, like, up to his knuckles. And it's not great, but it's a modern critique on a. Oh no! I got paint on my jacket. No. Oh no! This jacket was. I don't know how to put this in a washing machine, man. I don't know if it has like specific instructions because it didn't come with any, and I feel like it does. I feel like it does because it's made of like. Well, it said velvet, but it's not. I wonder what this paint tastes like. Try this at home, kids. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, yep, that's paint. Is this toxic in any way? No, I'm joking. That actually did taste like really bad though. This is ugh. That was a horrible idea. That is like absolutely nasty. Don't drink paint, kids. It is horribly nasty. I've improved his oh god, it's still there. It's still the taste is still there. Ugh. That is absolutely disgusting. Oh, that was such a bad idea. Alright, let's make his little fingernails. This shouldn't be too hard. You just kind of. His fingernails are really easy to draw. You just draw like white stuff on them. You know? You guys know. Yeah, you just do this for his fingernails. And then now for the absolutely beautiful penmanship of Please Take One. It's actually a critique on the modern writing of art, you know? Totally. I could like draw it as like a really bad, like he doesn't know how to spell, like PLSTEK, and then like the number 1. Yeah, please Tech 1. All right. hope you all enjoyed that episode, because that's about all that's there. Yeah, it's actually this entire video was a modern critique on the art industry and like art stuff. Yeah, totally. I'm gonna go wash the paint off my mouth, cause it's still there. Oh, all right. See you guys later, and happy Halloween. All right,